Hey family, much love to my brothers and sisters in the spirit. I hope all is well with many of you. I want to do a quick video speaking about a topic due to many of us coming into our spiritual awakening. You know, life as we know it has really changed for us. We see things differently, we feel differently, and we just have this, sense of knowing. We're more of an empath, and it has really changed us big time. We're more spiritual, shall I say, and we don't take everything as face value. We facts check. We're not followers either. Let me just say that. Anyway, I was checking out a video, and I'm gonna put the video down there in the comment section, so feel free to watch it. I would suggest if you're seeking, so should you find. Okay, the video is not that long. It goes in more depth than what I'm talking about, but for the most part, for those of you, and you knows who you are, for those of you who, you became more spiritual out of your spiritual awakening, and you know how important it is to go within yourself, seeking your own divine answers, as well as a host of other things. You just coming more into this inner knowing when you go within yourself that other people normally would not know where you're coming from, because they don't have no kind of experience. Okay, but it's people like you. Okay, it's people like me that are on YouTube and not on YouTube. Let me just say that, because many people, they're on YouTube, but they choose not to put, you know, um, themselves out there like that. And it's okay. It's a process. And you must be ready to put yourself out here, because please know it comes with other things. Okay, you're putting yourself out there, and people see you. Okay, you're pretty much being exposed. Let me just say that you're really exposing yourself. But anyway, when you know you have purpose, and when you know that you're divinely loved, guided, and protected, you have nothing to worry about, because like I know, raise your vibration and be in your heart space, period. I was watching this video, and like I said, information is going to be down there in the comment section. And the title is Prophecies of Hermes. If many of you want to know who Hermes is, do your research. Just Google Hermes, Google the Emerald tablets, Google Thoth. I think it's Thoth, Thoth, I think. But just Google it, okay? And anyway, there's books out about this, as well as documentaries, okay? Little short documentaries. But check it out, family. It's so on time, the information that Hermes, the things he has written about or spoken about, shall I say, the people have written books about him as far as his prophecies. It's amazing how this time we're living in, okay? Wow, a lot of things are just coming to pass, just like, Revelation speaks of in the good book. A lot of things are just coming to pass, big time, family. I jot down some notes. If you don't mind, please have a listening ear real quick. I think it's very important. Only those who bring evil messages will remain. Only those who bring evil messages will remain. So it's going to come a time where, people who are promoting evil messages, that's going to be in. It's going to be popular. People are going to run to stuff like that. Well, we know why, don't we? The light is dim. We know why. Humans will move towards recklessness and crime. The good book speaks about this too. But these are the prophecies of Hermes, okay? Let me read that again. Humans will move towards recklessness and crime. Are we seeing this now, family? Just watch the news. Darkness will be referred to as light. Darkness will be referred to as light. The word speaks about this as well. For those whom choose to do your research, read it for yourself. But the Prophecy of Hermes speaks of this. Check that video out down in the link. You're going to be like, wow, it's amazing how all of these things are just coming to pass. And especially for those of us who are waking up and we're servants of the light. You know, it's a lot of titles out here. I don't really care for titles. I am that I am. But negative, I am not. Hating my brothers and sisters, no, that's not me. I'm of love. I'm of compassionate. And I've been a servant. And death will be more profitable than life. And death will be more profitable than life. Human trafficking. No, sex. I'm sorry, not sex, but organ harvesting. That's what I meant to say. Organ harvesting. And you know what? That's $1 billion business. Maybe more than that. I was told a lot of people in India are selling their body parts. I think with their kidney, I believe, you know, for money, because it's so poor there, you know, in the poor rural areas, you know, it's so hard for money that they're selling their. Let me just continue reading. It's so sad. Good and spiritual people, seekers of truth. Let me read that again. Good and spiritual people, seekers of truth, will be considered as insane. Good and spiritual people, seekers of truth, will be considered as insane. Doesn't that resonate in the present now, family? How a lot of us have awakened, and many people are still awakening in their own divine timing, but still, no matter how much we, you know, sound the alarm, we are considered as insane. Hold on, family. My battery getting ready to go out. I got to change location. Hold on. I had to switch location, family. But it's the time we're living in. This is the time we're living in. Even the word speaks about it. Those peculiar people. Now you know who you are now. You know the time we're living in, how it's talking about you. Because you have waken up. You're not a puppet no more. You're not thinking in the 3D box anymore. It's talking about you and people like me. Good and spiritual people, seekers of truth, will be considered as insane. And it's sad because many of them have been committed. Many of them have been committed. That's sad. There's a lot of people in the so-called nut house. They're not crazy. Not at all. They're just misunderstood. Vulgar and carelessness considered as wise. There's going to come a time when vulgarness and carelessness is considered as wise. Wow, that's a really dark time, ain't it? It's kind of like building up to it now, as far as the things we see on the news, and how people are just doing the unthinkable now. And you know the sad thing about child sex trafficking, family? It's not so much of the corporation, those who are behind the scene, they are pimping, okay, our children. But it's the people who are paying for it. It's the people who are actually paying for it. That's how they make their money. Because people, they have all of these clients. Who are these clients? Just willing to pay to have sex with a child. The organization wouldn't make any money if people would stop doing the unthinkable to children. If people wouldn't have this, you know, sexual fetish for children, they wouldn't make no money. But it's the people behind the scene that are paying money to do the unthinkable to our children. this foulness, this wicked way of thinking and behavior. This is why we have it. And you'd be surprised. It's from the least to the great. Yeah, I said it. Especially the great people who have money. Because the ones who have money, they pay more. They pay more. Yes, indeed. The beliefs we are immortal beings, or we may have hope to obtain immortality, people will consider it a joke. The fact that we that have awakened, I'm gonna say the awakened. The fact that we who have spiritually awakened, the awakens, consider ourselves being immortal beings. There's gonna come a time people are going to consider that being a joke. But the word speaks about it too. How people going to fall away from the faith. Everything Christ spoke about, people going to just fall away from it for whatever reason. They want no part of that foolish talk. Because for one thing, they don't believe it. And they're not having no experience. But you know what? It's a lot of people who watch me, they don't have no kind of experience. But they are wise enough to have a listening ear because they never know when they're going to start to awaken. At least they can say, I remember that sister, dropping all those nuggets. I'm going to start applying it for my highest good. So it can help me to make better, positive choices out here, as especially as far as me raising my vibration. All this is going to help me. I'm so grateful for that sister as well as all those on YouTube who are spiritually awakened, who is sounding the alarm. Thank you so much. So just because a lot of you who watch me who have not awakened, it doesn't mean your mindset is like this. It's for those who don't watch me. They know nothing about this stuff. But see, it's not like you don't know. The Most High God had led you here. The universe, the God of the universe led you to me. So it's not like you didn't know. I'm speaking my truth, my testimony. I'm not talking research. And neither are my subscribers who are subscribed to me and they're having experiences. They're not speaking from research either. We are having an experience. The people the beliefs we are immortal beings or may have hope to obtain immortality, people will consider it as a joke and even convince themselves that it's false. And in a way, I can kind of see, why they would think like that. Because when you don't know, you don't know. It sounds foolish. Spiritual things to those who are carnal sound foolish. Us having these experiences, okay? Those who have spiritually awakened, we can relate to each other. We get each other, okay? Even though our experiences are different, we get each other. That's where the support of the community come in at. You can come here and know you're not going to be judged by your sister. Because even though I can't relate to you, you still have an experience. And even for those of you who not having no kind of experience, you're still wise enough to watch me. Maybe you'll learn something. So when the time comes, your third eye happen to awaken, you won't run around thinking that you have lost it. All of a sudden, you just cracking up. You won't think something is wrong with you. That's the point I'm trying to make. You just spiritually waking up. You're seeing the unseen. That's all. But that's all you're doing. You're just seeing it. As long as you keep your feet from evil, you have nothing to worry about. You're just seeing it and it's seeing you. But it's being seen you all along. It's been around you all along. You just haven't been seeing it. I'm so used to not only I watch TV every now and then. I'm so used to, I can just look up on my wall and it's like I'm watching TV, cause I'm just constantly seeing things pop up one after the next, different beings, seeing Lyrans, ETs. It looks like half. I'm not gonna say half man and half cat, but I'm gonna say they look like cat people. I say it like that. They like cat people. And I'm only saying it because their features are sort of humanoid, but it's just the face. When it comes to the face, you know they're not human, okay? This part right here, all this look kind of humanoid looking, but for the most part, I'm going to keep it real. I pretty much see them from up here, from the neck to the head. I don't see the bottom part, so I can't really speak from the bottom part, okay? But I do see from the head, wrapped to the face, and the chin. Okay, I see them from this perspective, but I'm not going to tell you I see the whole body because I would be lying. No, I see beings. I cannot tell you what their names are. Some of them like a mixture of everything: a bug, a fish, you name it, bird. I mean, what comes through comes through. Sometimes I see reflection of reptilians coming through. You know, but all of this is through my third eye. It's like it's being reflected outwardly. I look at a wall, I see this. And then let me tell you another feature also. Not another feature, but let me tell you another experience I'm having as well. I can watch people on YouTube. I'm not really sure what this is about. So I'm not going to really tell you what I think it is. I'm just going to just put it out there. But I can watch people on YouTube, right? And I can look at, a lot of time I'm looking at, I'm going to use me for example. A lot of time I'm looking at people right here. It's like from third eye to third eye. It's like I'm still looking at you, eye to eye, okay? But I'm looking at you here in between. So if I ever meet any of you and I'm doing like this, kind of like, in a daze, you know, I'm looking at you here. But I see you. But after I'm through looking at you for a little bit, if it's a wall around and I look at that wall, I would see something else that's not you. I would see something else that's not you. It's been many times I would look at TV and I'm watching people. Somebody know what I'm talking about. I can be watching somebody and all of a sudden, family, I look at the wall. I don't see their image that the TV is displaying. I see something else that's in a place of their features. I see something else. Sometimes I will see a reptilian. Sometimes I would see what looks like a gray, but whatever this being is, I'm not going to say it's a gray, but whatever this being is, it has like a long, overlooking face, big black eyes, because grays are not the only ETs that has big black eyes. There are other ETs that have big black eyes too. So I don't think just because you see something that has big black eyes, it's a gray. There are other beings that have big black eyes as well, and a little slanted mouth, okay, and a little two dots for holes. So don't just think it's just grays. There are others. And then I would look and I would see sort of, I'm not gonna say scary, but cartoonish looking faces. I would just see some weird stuff. Okay? But anyway, that's a whole nother video. I apologize for going to the left when I could have stayed at the right. But I'm only saying this because I'm sure many of you are noticing this too. It ain't your eyes. You can rub your eyes all you want for whatever reason. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm seeing attachments that's connected to them. I have not meditated on this yet, but I'm just saying I see things anyway, naturally. But if I'm staring at somebody and I look at a wall, a lot of time I would actually see them. Okay, I would see the oval of their face, and I might also see their aura. The color that's standing out. But sometimes I see beings. I don't see them. So many of us, many of you, yeah. That's all. I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna leave that alone because I don't want to speak about something I know nothing about, but I do know what I see. Let me just say that. At the end of the day, there can be many people that are gonna be looking at us, the conscious community, and I'm just gonna say for those who have awakened, period, those who are spiritual, they're gonna be looking at us as a joke. Like, why y'all believing that fairy tale? All that stuff is made up. Y'all going by these conspiracy theories. They don't know what they talking about. They're going by stuff that people have told them and books that they have read of other man. That's how they're gonna look at it. They're gonna look at all of this as foolishness. Only those of us who have truly had an experience, okay, we can be like, you have a right to your opinion, but no, we're speaking from our experience, our testimony. But you have a right to your opinion. Don't argue with nobody, family. Cause it's gonna come a time it's gonna get very wicked. Don't argue with nobody. Let people be people. Love them from a distance and keep it moving. It's not even worth it. Just continuously being genuine and being true to thyself. But anyway, I'm gonna leave the link down there. You're welcome to check it out. But yeah, it's gonna come a time people like those who are spiritual, those who are seekers, they're gonna look at us like we're a joke, like we belong in a nut house, like we don't know what the hell we're talking about. Little do they know. And those will be the main ones when they spiritual eye awaken due to the fact that they are low vibrational, okay, how they view their brothers and sisters, those are going to be the main ones. That which they fear is going to meet them on the inside. That which they fear is going to meet them on the inside. Because they know nothing about vibration. They know nothing about being in hard space. And they know nothing about what we're talking about because they don't want to hear it. They want no part of the light. Much love to you, family. Thank you for your love and support of my channel. And I'm working on my Patreon site now. And I will get back with many of you. Because like I said, I don't know how this new YouTube type thing is going to, go as far as, the changes. And I know my channel is very spiritual. And I have it for, no kids. But I don't want them looking at my channel thinking, well, yeah, kids can watch that and find my channel. I don't think so. No, my channel, is for mature adults, mature audience, not for kids. But like I said, people like us, we can easily be targeted, because they don't want this kind of talk anyway on YouTube. They don't want this. You being a light, okay? You putting your truth out there. You speak from the place of knowing. They don't want us talking like this. Us those who have spiritual awakening, they really don't want this. And other truth seeker videos, they don't want this. And I truly believe this is what it really all about, trying to censor a lot of people. But anyway, time will tell. But I am working on my Patreon. Yes, indeed, I am. And I'll get back with many of you. For those who are interested, And I'm going to start off, I'm going to keep it, low. It'll be anywhere from $1 to probably to $5. I'm not going to go up. Well, if I do, it probably be only for ratings. But I decide. It won't be that expensive. But anyway, I love you in Christ. Thank you for checking your sister out. And one love to you all. Stay woke.